I quite like my new card back. It goes perfectly with my deck. I take it you've also received your card back? Want to use it to play around? Interesting, but insufficient.
Huh? Why don't you let me take the stage? Here comes the finale.
It's not over till it's over.
Oh, prepare to be amazed.
Drop it.
Now disappear.
Why was I so careless?
Yeah.
Step right up.
Hey everybody, Kojo Creations here with the Genius Invocation TCG guide so players can use this deck in the Cattails Gathering. But what is the Cattails Gathering? Well, if you've never heard of CTG, over at discord.gg/genshimpact tavern is where this tournament is held, and you can win tons of kinds of prizes. For the people who place at the top, cash prizes, and for everyone else, Primo Gems, and as well as the card backs. To preview some of these prizes, let's take a look at first the card backs, which are super awesome and also a really cool way to show that you participate in tournaments, inside Genshin Impact in and of itself. And of course, if you're not super into card backs, there's always Primo Gems. Here's a chart to calculate how many Primo Gems you get per each win that you receive in the Cattails Gathering. With that out of the way, onto the deck list. Lyney Overload takes advantage of his efficient charge attack to apply 2 applications of Pyro for the Thunder Manifestation. Thunder Manifestation's bonus damage and ability to target characters who use their skill first with Lightning Rod debuff makes this a deadly combination that can knock out opponents on their first turn. Top this off with Bennett Burst for extra firepower and healing, and nobody's surviving this powerhouse of a deck. Let's take a quick dive into Lyney's kit so you can best understand how he works and adapt him into other decks, being the jack-of-all-trade jester that he is. Lyney's special normal attack, Prop Arrow, deals 2 pyro damage and summons a Grim Malkin Hat. Grim Malkin Hat summon deals 1 pyro damage in the end phase and can stack up to 2 times. But that's not all. Lyney's special mechanic, Prop Surplus, is what really makes the magic happen. When Lyney has at least 6 HP, he will take 1 piercing damage every time he uses Prop Arrow. This will give him 1 stack of Prop Surplus that can stack up to a maximum of 3. Prop Surplus is a powerful status that ties all into his elemental skill, that being Bewildering Lights. At base it does 3 damage, however, every stack of Prop Surplus will increase this damage by 1. Additionally, you will also heal per stack. A maximum stack Lyney will deal 6 damage with Bewildering Lights and heal 3 HP. A marvelous skill indeed, fitting in the Magician and his bag of tricks. His Elemental Burst does 3 damage and summons a Grim Malkin Hat that gives a stack of Prop Surplus to him as well. While you won't use it often, it's a nice cherry on top. While self-damage seems scary, this is to balance out Lyney due to how efficient he is with his pyro application and massive damage. In many decks, you will either fire a Prop Arrow and let the teammates do the rest of the work, or you'll steal the show after some setup. A very versatile character indeed. But what is a magician without some cards up his sleeve? And let me tell you, Lyney has them in spades. The integral seed blocks in this deck allows you to play all of these cards for 0 dice cost. Junior Zod can help you draw your companions, but even just one of them is enough to advance your game plan. I want to note my usage of Chang the Ninth as a card has fallen out of the favor since 3.6. The reason I play Chang the Ninth outside of his 0 dice cost is that Lyney's self-piercing damage and TM's turn 1 guaranteed reaction will immediately give Chang 2 stacks out of the 3 to draw cards. In my opinion, this is worth running him since he costs 0 dice. Outside of support cards, there is utility. Talent card for Thunder Manifestation will allow you to draw a card once per round so long as you attack the person who is affected by Lightning Rod, while Bennett Talent is a force to be reckoned with. In order to close your games, use Pyro Res to deal high damage overloads, Arcane Legend Fresh Wind and Freedom to extend your turn after knockouts, and Gambler's Earrings to take full advantage of downing opponents. With that out of the way, let's take a look at some gameplay. Get on some commentary, my friend. So, this is the Skara Mona Shenhe deck, which isn't quite what Mew is, with Mona, Scar, Eula, but this is pretty close, and Scaramouche, of course, will be able to take full advantage of Shenhe's Icy Quills, so it's going to be pretty dangerous of a match for me, but I would like to showcase, just how strong this deck is with stability. So this turn is actually pretty tough because I do get pretty bad dice, but I am able to still make full efficiency of the cards that I need. I drop Seed Blocks, and I throw away Chang the Ninth because Liu does a lot for your deck list. I always start with Lyney. Super duper easy to just drop him. He's not really in any threat. Just sitting at 9 HP in your first turn. and it'll give me the Grim Malkin hat, which I talked about earlier, which is super nice for your pyro application. How she is pyro application, whoever they swap to will have pyro application, and yeah. Now Thunder Manifestation is gonna come into here.
The wind rises.
There we go. Wanderer does not get a swirl, and I'm just gonna jab him back with a normal attack at the Electro on field, and that's why Grim Malkin hat is going to be super duper useful in this section. Boom, take a big overload. That's already chewing away at his HP, and he is kind of integral to this deck because both of these are more supportive. There's no Eula here, so he's going to have a bit harder. Let's get past the dice roll. Oh man, that's not looking too great. Anyway, sliding through here. Yep, now it's Wanderer time. Now he does actually attack Lyney, which is definitely where we're gonna have a little bit of a struggle. So that's the point where I run off the Bennett. Once again, Liu has massive advantage in this deck when you get him. But that won't matter too much because Bennett actually goes down, and that's part of why I wanted to showcase this match because, you know, even without Bennett, you can still do a lot in this deck despite it. So yeah, I throw away his talent card, don't need to know more, and I'm gonna drop Thundering Shackles, and there we go. Now, Scaramouche is effectively cooked. Light round, he has lightning rod status, so if I really wanted to, I can attack him again and just finish the job, but I'm gonna let the summon do the job because Thundering Shackle doing 3 damage is just such a big deal. Like, my goodness. There we go. Get Lyman in there, tune a card, make sure I align up with the correct dice, and now Lyman gets to be fed, and Scaramouche is cooked. Now, as much as this seems like the game is over, it's really not, because now I have double cryo on my friends, and fighting Yamona with freeze just means you're always going to be frozen, which is going to be very, very fun. But anyway, getting into this, this is where Lyney can really draw out his power and showcase what he can do, you know, for a deck like this. There you go. So, you know, properly stall yourself out with food, you know, especially when you're stuck in a freeze matchup. So I use Lotus here. I'm going to swap back all the way to Thunder Manifestation just to use Mondstadt Hash Browns. Here we go. Now my entire team is frozen. Really sucks, but I have Liban, so that's definitely something that's nice. Yep, and that's why I did it in that order. So now they're out of dice and there's nothing left they can do to actually harm me in the end. There we go. Drop a Liban in. Don't play Gamblers early because this is a very integral area. Even though I have the extra dice, it's really not worth playing the Gamblers just yet. And also draw 2 Pyro dice, which is huge, and part of what, you know, makes this deck so strong. Especially when this deck is a pretty intended to be pretty dice efficient. You know, having extra really isn't gonna hurt. Also helps you with your Gamblers chains. There we go, and now we're out of the freeze lockout. Shenhe's coming in to freeze me once again, but this time I have a little bit more freedom thanks to getting rid of the Cryo Aura last turn. Gonna strategize, draw a little bit of stuff, not necessarily maybe what I wanted, and thankfully Chang is here. Proc Junior Zod's first usage of drawing 3 companions. Liu, he's okay, he's a little too late, but that's alright. And now they only have 4 dice left, and now 3 dice left, and 0. And now they have no actions left to take. Now that burst seems really scary, and Mono Burst is nothing to scoff at, but I have plenty of dice to play with, my friends. And now I drop the burst, boom, lose 3 damage, pretty huge. Get 2 stacks of my Grim Malkin hat, play double Pyro dice, and now it's time for the finale. Let it go.
Now disappear.
Boom, there she goes. Mona is out of the game. Take the Gamblers just for the extra dice because it is free thanks to Seed Box. And now it is just a Shenhe and I 1v1. Almost there, almost there. Even this scenario, you know, freeze is really nothing to scoff at as a reaction because you can. I could still even lose this if I, you know, play improperly here. Which, because, you know, Shenhe's about to freeze me, and now I have 1 HP, but I will hang just by a thread to make it out. That's actually a mistake there. Definitely do not play Junior Zod. She wasn't gonna help me at all there, and it actually makes me have a very high chance of losing this game. So
do your master's bidding.
There we go. She whips it away with her spirit summoning. I drop a huge damage overload. Drop an again, I haven't lost yet. Pretty useful card, especially in a scenario like this where dice and health are everything. But I'm able to just jab you once with my Thunderous Wing Slash, and then Thunder Manifestation goes down, and Grim Malkin hat finishes the job. Very nice. Anyway, that's all I have for this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and leave a like and subscribe. It helps out a lot so that this guide can reach more people who are playing the TCG. And of course, don't forget to sign up for the Cattails Gathering at discord.gg/genshinimpact tavern. There's only a few days left to sign up, so be there or be square. And if you're looking for a place to hang out in the meantime, you can go over to discord.gg/gitcg, where you can hang out with us and discuss deck lists while you're preparing for your games. Anyways, that's all for me, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!